You're a YouTuber, a content creator, a TikToker, an Instagrammer, and you want to make $10,000 a month, $120,000 a year. Maybe you make content creation on the side and you have a main job and you want to quit that main job and go full-time on content creation. Well, today, let's talk about it. My name is Nathan and this is the Blueprint channel where we teach creators how to build valuable attention. I've been a creator myself for 12 years and I've published nearly 5,000 videos to the platform of YouTube. And this is one of my channels right here. I don't know if you can see it. Here, I'll screenshot this and I'll zoom in so you guys can see it. This channel got 12 million views in the last 28 days, and that's what it ended up making. This is actually one of our smallest channels that we have right now still operating. So $68,000 for 12 million views within 30 days. Now, obviously that is 6, almost 7 times that $10,000 mark. But in order to get money on YouTube, you have to get views, right? And you also have to get watch time. So you have to get people watching your videos and you have to get a lot of people clicking on your videos. A couple million people per month have to do that. And in order to get views, you have to get someone to click on your video. And this has to do with 3 things. Getting someone to click on your video. This has to do with the idea of your video, the title of your video, and the thumbnail of your video. Those are the 3 things that people see before they click on a video. Now, a lot of YouTubers, they just think, oh man, no one's clicking on my video, so my thumbnail must be bad. Or, oh man, no one's clicking on my video, so my title must suck. The reality is, it might have something to do with your thumbnail. It might have something to do with your video title, but it probably has something to do with your video idea, because that's where it all starts. Throughout my 12-year career on YouTube and over 5,000 videos I've posted, one of the biggest things that I started to realize is that I need to focus on good ideas. Every time I put out a good idea, a different idea, really creative idea to my audience, it ended up going viral. But here's the difficult part. The audience is not gonna tell you what a viral idea is. It's not like everyone is in your comment section telling you how to get 100 million views. That's not how it works. No one told me to go fill my house with packing peanuts and for it to get 90 million views. Like, I did not expect that. No one was sitting there in my comment section saying, yo, you should fill your house with packing peanuts. It's the same thing as some of the greatest inventions in the world. Like, for example, the iPhone. Almost everyone has an iPhone, but there was not millions of people begging Apple to make this iPhone. So some of the best creators learn how to deliver ideas to their audience without the audience even asking. And that's how videos ultimately can go viral. But what I want to share with you today is 4 tips that I really learned for kind of brainstorming, being creative, and thinking of ideas that have the ability to go viral. Because again, if you can't think of a good idea, if you can't get millions of views, you're probably not gonna be making 10K a month or more on YouTube. You gotta get people clicking on your videos, engaging with your videos, and over time, you build an audience, you build momentum, and those people will stick around and watch more and more of your videos, and they'll basically make reoccurring revenue for your channel. Let's talk about method number 1. We call it dumpster diving. This is the job of a creator, to dumpster dive and find a ton of ideas that other creators think are trash and then redevelop them into new ideas. What are the videos, what are the ideas that everyone else is ignoring? And what's the golden trash inside that dumpster? I'm gonna be honest, most of the stuff we talk about in this video are pretty high level, and this is a difficult way to think of ideas. And I didn't start doing this till I was probably about 6 or 7 years into YouTube, but this is one of the things I focus on. I look at a ton of YouTube channels in my space. I look at a ton of YouTube channels out of my space that don't even make videos for my audience. And I am constantly dumpster diving into their videos, into their ideas, into their worst performing videos, their best performing videos, and I'm trying to figure out things that they're missing and ideas that I could kind of scrap from that and recreate into my own style. It's a difficult way to think of ideas, but it can be very, very effective. You really just have to sit on the computer and research a ton of things. And here is what I look for when I'm dumpster diving. The first thing I'll do is I will dumpster dive into my same category of content. So I make challenge videos. So I will go dumpster dive into tons of people's videos, channels, and all types of content they make. The second thing I will do is I will dumpster dive into the entire universe of YouTube. So I will look outside of my category of content. So I'll look at travel videos, gaming videos, tech videos, all types of different channels, and I will dumpster dive into their videos and see if there's anything that I can pull inspiration from them. And the third thing I will do is I will dumpster dive on totally different platforms to pull and research ideas. So for example, I mainly make videos on YouTube and on Instagram, but I will dumpster dive into TikTok and tons of other platforms that I don't really spend a lot of time on, and I will try to pull inspiration and ideas from that. A lot of great ideas have come from dumpster diving. One of our most successful ones recently was I bought a house on Amazon. This was an idea that I thought of by dumpster diving and pulling inspiration from a ton of people, and I didn't see a single person make this video. I bought a house on Amazon. I did not see a single other YouTuber make this, and this video went viral, absolutely viral. We have two versions of this video. I think the first version has 8 million views, and the second version is an extended version of the video that has 10 million views. It was also featured on tons of news outlets like Fox and ABC. It went viral on TikTok and got like 90 million views because someone reposted it. I mean, this video absolutely exploded. But that idea all came from dumpster diving. Method number 2, this is kind of to follow up on the dumpster diving method, and it's that great ideas don't come easy. If there's anything I've learned about being a YouTuber, I've almost never, hardly ever, had a great idea just randomly pop up on my desk. My greatest ideas have been through hours, if not days, and sometimes weeks of researching videos and thinking of ideas. It's not like I sit down for 10 minutes, I think of a video idea, and I go film it. I will sit down for 6, 8, sometimes 15 hours per week researching and thinking of ideas, and I might only get 8 video ideas. Now, of course, it's different for everyone, and there is some weeks where I can be super productive, and there's some weeks where I can't be super productive. But the one thing you just have to understand is great ideas don't come easy, because creativity is not like a solid process. It's not like a 1 + 1 = 2. Creativity is all over the place. It's messy. It's something you work on someday, and one day you might be productive, and the next day you work on it, you might not get anything out of it. And that's just the reality of being an artist, being a creator, is that you are trying to be creative. I mean, that is literally in your job description. You are a content creator. Your job is to be creative, and sometimes creative is just messy. It is. So great ideas don't come easy to us being creators. So it's just something you have to understand. If you sit down one day and you can't think of a single video idea, that's okay, because I have been in the exact same boat. I do that all the time. Even after publishing almost 5,000 videos, I still struggle with ideas. Another thing to understand about great ideas not coming easy is that when you create more videos and more ideas, sometimes it can get easier. Think of a pirate looking for gold. If the pirate goes on his first ever treasure hunt, he's gonna have a difficult time locating this gold. However, if that pirate already did 732 treasure hunts, then he might have some experience on where to look, where not to look for this treasure. So, just reality. And of course, if you struggle with these ideas, we have like 12+ blueprints in Blueprint University of how we brainstorm our viral ideas. Dumpster diving is not just one of them. There's tons of other methods like the 10x method, the leverage method, the 1 + 1 = 2, the documenting method, the creating method, and so much more. So definitely check out Blueprint University, link in the description. My next tip is to be a student of ideas. And what I mean by this is you kind of always have to look for video ideas when you're a creator. It's not like I just sit down at a desk And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna think of ideas right now. And then I sit down for an hour, and then I get up and I go to something else. When I go to something else, sometimes I'm still thinking of ideas. Or when I'm driving my car down the highway, sometimes I'm still seeing things and thinking of ideas. I remember I was shopping a couple years ago and I saw something in the store and it made me think of a video idea, and it made like a super viral video. So like I am just always looking for ideas, just kind of subconsciously. It's not like I'm sitting at a restaurant and I'm just looking at the queso dip and I'm just like, oh man, what video could I make with that? Could I fill my house with cheese? Maybe I could. Honestly, that wouldn't be a bad idea. That would probably get 10 million views. But my point is that you just always have to be looking. You have to be a student of ideas. Great ideas can come anywhere at any time. So always have a notepad on you. I like to always have my phone on me and just jot it down in notes, because I will just have random ideas all in there. The next thing to understand about ideas is the fact that it's a skill. And the whole purpose of creating a viral idea is not to create one, but instead to create 20 or 50 or 100. With creating great and viral ideas, you have to have the skill of consistency, because you have to consistently create good ideas in order to get a viral idea. You can't just randomly think of an idea that you think is good and expect it to go viral. It took me 570 videos to get my first one to hit 1 million views. That's 570 tries. 570 titles, 570 filming sessions to finally get one to hit 1 million views. But then after that, I started to understand what ideas were, what makes them good, what makes them bad, and then I started to develop all those different blueprints of how I would strategize and think of ideas. So you have to be consistent with thinking of ideas. You can't just randomly think of one and think it's gonna work. And the other piece to that is that, of course, you wanna make more than one viral idea, right? Like you just don't wanna post one video and have it go viral and that be it. You want 20 viral videos, 30 viral videos, 100 viral videos. You have to create a machine that can harness the audience, build momentum, and then just be a funnel of tons of great ideas. And ultimately, that's what a brand is. That's what a YouTube channel is. That's what your identity is. That's how you create an audience, a following, and eventually an empire of a channel that can reach 1 million, 5 million, or 10 million subscribers and beyond. And it's not just like this for YouTubers, but it's also like this for companies. If you look at a super successful company like Apple, they did not pump out just one good idea for a product. They pumped out the AirPods, the iPhone, the new Apple computers, the Apple TV. They have innovated so many different things and they've had so many great ideas, but they've also had so many failures. A great business is a collection of tons of great ideas, just like a great YouTube creator is a collection of tons of great ideas. And in order for you to create a collection of tons of great viral ideas, you have to be consistent with video ideas, with your content, with your audience in order to build momentum. So hopefully that makes sense. I did say we were getting a little more high-level strategy here with this video, but ultimately, that's how you make $10,000 a month and beyond on YouTube. That's how it's done. It can be done by anyone if you put in the work, if you work towards it, you're consistent with these ideas, and you make good videos. Ultimately, the YouTube algorithm, the platform, wants to serve the best videos to the best viewers. So if you can accomplish that and everything that I talked about in this video, then you can make $10,000 a month and beyond. Hopefully this video helped. If you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comment section below, and definitely be sure to subscribe because we're posting videos here every single week, making you a better creator.